Hi, I'm Marty Nemco. This is another of my fictional short stories. This one is called Death Angel. I'm a hospice nurse in a hospital. Like many nurses and doctors, I've seen a lot of deaths, bad deaths. As Valentine's Day was approaching, I thought I'd give one of my patients a present. But which patient? There was this guy who was always nice. Don't bother about me, you're busy. He had Parkinson's, diabetes, and a little dementia. I thought, no, not him. His quality of life probably stayed decent for at least a couple months. Then there was this woman with heart failure and terrible arthritis, but she was always demanding, entitled, like she was the only person ever to die. I settled on the third person, Hannah, who had cancer stage 4B, end stage. At best, she'd face a few months of moaning, maybe yelling. Morphine wouldn't, pardon the pun, cut it, so I chose her. I picked the time I was sure no one would come in, almost 11 p.m., the end of my shift. Doing it then also meant I could leave without seeing the aftermath of her death. I filled a syringe with air and started injecting it into her carotid artery, but I was, pardon the pun again, dead wrong. An intern doing one of those rite of passage 24-hour shifts came in right in the middle of what I was doing. He yelled, "What the hell are you doing?" I was caught. Again, pardon the pun, dead to rights. But I had to make up something, and all I could think of was the idiotic, I was just checking on the patient. Pushing a syringe in her carotid that had nothing in it but air? I went limp. The intern picked up his phone and called security, and right there in front of us, the patient convulsed, moaned, yowled, gasped, and died. At the sentencing, the judge said, "I'm going to be generous. 15 years out in 12. I burst, but I'm already 62. That's the rest of my life, at least the end of my useful life, the rest of my useful life. And what about my husband, my children? And I did it to end her pain, her horrible, irreversible pain. I was an angel of mercy." The judge replied, "You were an angel of death. Besides, while we don't prosecute the countless doctors and nurses who do this at the very end of a patient's life, you did it much earlier." The judge lowered his head, and the bailiff took me away. I'm writing to you, thankfully, from a minimum security prison. In any event, that story is called Death Angel. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 32 books. Probably the one most relevant to this is Affirmative Actions, my most recent book. But all 32 are on Amazon. Just go there, search on my name, Marty Nemco, N-E-M-K-O, and you will find more than you can stomach. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemco.